because the webcams usually have the mics.
He uses his phone as his webcam.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh.
Cool.
Well, I have started the stream.
Okay, but I can't hear you.
Oh no.
You can't hear
Alright.
me?
Not good.
You can't hear us. Apparently.
Right.
Apparently. Oh no.
Stories.
Okay, I think we've got this working now.
Can you hear
Yeah.
Hear
us?
me now?
I can hear you now.
Yay!
Jesus. That's what happens when my equipment breaks.
Eric, did you happen to just update your Discord client by chance?
It's possible, Bones.
Yeah, I've got a green arrow in the right corner. I ain't
My
touching it.
God.
I am not touching it until the game's over.
I also had to get a new mic too, so
Oh,
Oh, did you? Okay.
yeah,
well, you sound better.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is Wada try and cast a spell of any type.
Oh, Christ, I'm not even in that yet.
I haven't even. Yep. Let me click on my character here. Do I have him clicked? Yep. Yep, and it's good.
Okay, good. I thought that I got you fixed. Basically, soon as you left last time, I just wanted to make sure that you were good to go. All right, so waiting for Eric to get into game.
Just assume I'm in game.
Okay, we are assuming he's in game.
Eric, you need to roll for initiative.
All right. I got a
For
20.
What a coincidence!
You'd know that'd be a lie.
Yeah, that's true. If you said a 2, I'd be thinking you were lying.
There he is.
That's too high. All right, so Sam,
No.
you didn't take notes last week, did you?
No, I didn't.
I'm still
I
going to
haven't
put
been
you on.
taking notes the last few sessions.
Why?
That's gonna be ruinous.
Because it's like every week my hands hurt.
Oh, I
Lists
see.
or
That's because you
whatever.
take really copious notes and really detailed notes.
Well, yeah, and that's part of the problem. But the other part of the problem is that I work a job that requires me to like
Use your
my
hands.
hands a lot.
You've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
laborer's hands now, Shannon.
You've got laborer's hands.
I do the calluses and cuts and shit.
All right. Okay, so last week, if you remember, you found the house of the person you were looking for, of the group.
The blessed battalion.
Yes, and they were mostly dead. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
all but one of them was dead, and you found her because of blood smears. And you opened the secret door of the panic room, basically, and you found her bloodied and almost dead. Bones healed her, or Jack healed her,
Right.
a fairly decent amount, actually. And so she says that she was attacked, or they were attacked by someone who countered their every move. So everything that they tried, this thing or person countered it. Like no matter what they did, this thing had something that would counter that, and wiped them out one by one. And she survived, and she said that it called itself the Undying. And that is where we ended.
Dun,
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 dun, dun. So here is what it looks like currently. There is a little crawl space area, and you've opened it up and you've pulled her out. You're still sitting around like an old Renaissance painting with her on the ground and you guys around her. Jack lifts his hand off of her arm or whatever he touched to heal her, and she proclaims that, and that's where we're going to pick things up tonight.
dun, dun, dun.
Right.
So we just got done healing her, and she's sitting there. So we are going to probably try to pick and prod a little bit. Yeah. You said someone called the Undying and countered your every move. Have you ever versed anything like this before?
She says, "We have met we have met people who seem to have more and more counters, but it is not the same person. And in fact, and as she says, in fact, a crossbow bolt embeds itself between her eyes.
No!
God
Fuck!
damn it!
And you turn around and look, and standing on a wall, now visible, is a guy with a crossbow. And he just drops it to the ground, raises his hands, and he says, "Sorry, guys. She was part of the contract."
What the fuck?
Give me just a second. Would you guys take care of him? I need to center myself for a very painful
hold
experience.
on. I have a question.
Yes.
Can you provide me details on what exactly the contract stated?
Okay, so he's standing there. He's got his hands raised, and you say, "Can you say what the contract stated?" And he says, he just kind of cocks his head a little bit, and he smiles, and he says, "Yes, I was supposed to kill each member of this adventuring party."
Was it a clause of your contract that they had to stay dead?
No, I don't. I killed him. I've fulfilled my contract.
I don't
Nobody-
remember.
And it's not true, you know.
What's not true?
I'm not the Undying.
What, did you just say that then? Like, what's the deal, friend? Are you trying to be all scary and oogity boogity? What's going on?
No, I'm not the
No.
Undying. I'm just a vessel.
You're a
Right,
vessel
real
getting-
shite
Oh.
marketing boy.
Oh, God! Oh, so
That's not
Razul,
quite what I meant. but-
Razul starts to cast a spell, and you're going to get the spell off. Okay, so regardless, you're going to get the spell off. So boy, oh boy. So let me check something out here real quick.
I don't know if I stunned the right one.
So you tried to summon an undead 3.
I think I'm on the
Mhm.
wrong one. I think I need to do 2.
Did you want to do a 2 or a 3?
Hang on, I'm bringing up the book. The notes doesn't have everything in the spell. It's my fault.
Because a 3, see, your
It's
level.
too high of a level.
Yeah, you're going to have a 35% chance of this thing turning around and attacking you.
Fuck it, we'll do it.
Okay, so go ahead and click the type 3 undead in the bottom.
And what?
Do you
It's
see
an
the
undead
little.
level 12.
Right. So attack if. All right. Good news and bad news.
It's gonna
Oh,
attack me.
You got it, but it attacks him.
So the floor itself does not buckle.
Yeah.
But an arm comes from the ether, reaches up, hits the ground. Another arm comes up, hits the ground, and this thing pulls itself out of the floor. The floor itself is not damaged. It's just,
Right.
an opening
The portal,
into
yeah.
another dimension.
Right.
I need to open up some stuff here real quick.
Am I about to get attacked? Because
And
can
I
use
need
luck on
everybody
this.
to roll a. Actually, let me change the map to our basic page here. I will get rid of all of this stuff. And I bet. Is this all your new stuff on here? Can you guys see everything?
Yeah, right here, but I
This
can't
is-
control any of them.
For
This is
fuck's
not our
sake.
new stuff.
Hey, I can control him, though.
That's
Right.
Bus, isn't it? Oh, that's Ansel.
No, that's Ansel.
All right, so let me
Mhm.
clear all of this stuff out. Stop it.
Ah.
All right, let me clear all that out, and I'm going to go over here. Drag your people onto this map. I think you all can do that, correct?
Yeah.
From the journal.
Oh, journal. Right.
It's-
I forgot how we did this.
Let's,
yeah,
let's see if I die.
how do... Okay, hold
How
on.
do?
No, that's not right.
Let me see if I
That's
can
not
get. So I got Kieran and Wada.
Oh, I
there we go.
got-
There's
I
Kieran.
got mine out.
Okay,
It
so
took
the
me
only
a
one we're
second.
missing is Jack.
I forget how you drag it off the
Just-
journal. Humor me.
The name. Just click your name in
Click
the
the
journal
name and
just
drag it over.
Oh, it's like the last time I
There we
did it.
go.
Like, was the name? It wasn't the.
Okay, so you guys can all move your characters around in there right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay, it worked. Okay, so I need to open up some stuff because for some reason I didn't open up Ironwood or Ironwood charts because I'm an
Oh.
idiot. Normally I do this before I start the game, but just because. Oh, hey, look, Ironwood charts on my stream. And Ironwood. File open.
Oh,
God damn, 240 hit points. I'm sorry.
well,
Okay.
if I remember correctly, this monster doesn't attack us.
I think our friend Eric is correct.
But Dave said I could use luck if it does attack me.
Fair.
Okay.
You can actually use luck, and you would have to feel lucky a grand total of once.
Okay, I'm using luck.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So you actually wait. Wait. I gotta check something real quick here. You are undead, so necromancer.
Oh my god, you fucking goons.
You got me and fucking. You got Jack and Razul back. Come on.
Yeah, you fucking goons.
You fucking goons, right? Exactly. All right, so I need to read something real quick here.
Your Honor, why did you shoot the man? It was a fucking goon.
Hang on.
So here's the deal. Here's one of the things that I was talking about with my other group, because Zach was a necromancer as well, and he could raise things. I was allowing luck, but then that means with the party being able to share luck, a first level character could pretty much do a type 5 whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
then, okay, so there's two things about this.
Right.
If you aren't going to allow luck in the situation, I want to summon an undead too.
Well, I will in this case because that's what you expected, and I'm not going to change things in the middle of a game. In the middle of a game. But going forward, I don't think we should be able to use. How about this? I'll think about it, but I will let you do it this time. But there's reasoning why I wouldn't want to do it. You see what I mean? Because you'd be able to do 5s every time.
But I wouldn't. Like, me, myself, I wouldn't.
Right.
I'd say you can't share luck on a summon cast if you
Right, like it has to be your own luck.
I'd be fine with that.
I feel like that's a fine caveat. Like it works.
That actually does good because that gives you a little bit of leeway using luck, and it doesn't make it overly powerful. Eric, that is phenomenal.
Come
I like
from-
Yay.
I like it.
So
I
did
like
I
it a
get
lot.
grabbed?
What's that?
Was I going to get grabbed?
You were gonna get grabbed. He rolled.
Fuck yes!
He rolled a 27, and your level was 35 to be able to do it. So, yeah. Unfortunately, you know this because you automatically know everything that this thing has.
Right.
It is level 12. It only has one skill power, and that is heal undead. So it can heal itself. So heal undead, it can do it 3 times a day. Revitalizes an undead with negative energy, effective healing it for D10 hit points per level plus 2 hit points per caster level.
God damn.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
this is level 12, so it would be 12 D10 plus 24, and it can do it 3 times.
Yeah, we never would have taken
Okay,
it.
So,
let's-
okay,
Yeah.
That's
I have
better
a-
than what we thought.
I have a big question about this.
Yes, sir?
Because we've never really had this caveat of me summoning stuff that I want to do something. So I'm summoning this out of an ether plane, correct?
Negative plane, yes.
Okay, so can I bring it where I want it to summon from? Because it's telepathic. So if I want it summoning out of the wall just to grab him, we've never had that
No,
discussed.
you summon it and it appears, but it wouldn't like come out of a wall to grab somebody. It'll come out within 5 foot of you, basically.
But it's 500-foot telepathic.
Yeah, that's how far you can talk to it. That's not how far you cast it.
It's.
Hold on, let me see. No, you may be right. You may be right. Let me look at
I'm trying to get the precedent. That's all it is.
summon undead. Range is 10 feet.
Okay, so
But
I can.
500-foot telepathic, so you can cast it within 10 feet of yourself.
Okay, there we go. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. The 500-foot telepathic range is
talking and
talking to it.
abilities.
So it's got 3 attacks. Its damage per attack is 5d10 plus 12, 240 hit points. APDP is 7537. It's got an ABS of minus 20, speed of 62. So the thing is a lot
Wow.
more powerful than you.
Well, anything is of me.
Right. So you feel lucky. It looks at you and you lock eyes with it, and you can feel the force of its personality and will on you. And you remember something that another necromancer once told you about these things. And it was a very fortunate thing that they told you that, because it allowed you to compartmentalize part of your mind away from this thing's will, and you focus, and its eyes snap back and it turns and looks at the little guy standing on the wall. That's how the luck gets
Okay.
in there. So everybody needs to roll, if you haven't, initiative. I don't know if you have already.
The counter is not up. That's
That's
why.
okay. That's
No
'cause I have not
character
rolled
was
yet.
found for selected. Now we're having
Yeah,
that
man.
problem.
Damn
For
it.
fuck's
yes.
sake. All right, so let's do this.
Oh. Yep.
Controlled by Razul. You're getting the same thing, Sam?
Yeah.
So am
Did
I.
I? We pulled
Okay.
our tokens out the wrong way somehow. I
Nope.
don't know.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So let me
Oh, he's got to reset something.
exit game. Let me go to Ironwood Exiles. Everybody's watching me do this on my stream. API scripts. Restart API
They're gonna learn
sandbox.
how to do this really well.
And then
This roll
Ironwood
20 minutes
Exiles,
sponsored by
launch
Roll 20.
games. I don't know if they'd want to sponsor this kind of content. This fucking game. All right, go ahead and try it now.
Nope.
And you're doing it off your character sheet?
Yep.
I'm gonna do something.
All right, so let me try something real quick here. Let me put a creature on the board. So let me do, first off, let me do an undead dude. Monsters. Undead. Let's make this guy a mummy. And he's still only a 5 foot, but we'll do that. So I'm going to do his initiative. And I'm going to do monster init. He's got a speed of 62, which gives him a +1. Submit.
Hey,
People
there's
are
my.
Oh, it popped
But
up.
it keeps saying.
Yeah.
Have you tried incrementing?
Increment. Nope.
It will not increment.
Are these
No.
old initiatives, maybe?
You attempted to use a roll command looking for a selected token ability,
Yep.
but the selected token does not represent a character and therefore has no abilities.
Oh, Jesus.
For fuck's sake. All right. So
Maybe
let me-
you should drag our tokens out and give them control.
Yeah, da,
by
da,
us.
da, da, da. Yeah.
All right. So let me do this. And we'll go here, and I will do Razul, Bus, Jack, Kieran.
And I can't touch it. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So here's what
He
we're
has to give
gonna
us control.
Oh,
Yeah,
controlled
just give him a
by
minute.
Kieran.
And also representing Kieran.
There we go.
Because that's what
Represents-
happened last time.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
happened
we-
last time. So, controlled by Ascalabas, representing Ascalabas. Save settings. Jack, I wish I would have known I needed to do this. I would have done this already.
This moment of superfluous redundancy again brought to you by Roll20.
Represents character, and this is reveal to black. Save settings. Okay, everybody try it now. Can you move? Can you do stuff?
I can move.
That's
There you
that
go.
In it.
digit roll.
Yeah.
Look at that!
Yay.
Hello! Alright, so now I'm going to do the monster init, because that went bye-bye. Add 1.
And we can increment too.
Yes.
And submit.
I kind of already did, so whoops.
Where did it show up as? Mine. Creature. Oh, the first time from group init. Actually, the first time I don't see him on here. Let me do monster increment.
Once again,
I love Roll20. I love Roll20. Oh, yes, I really do. All right, type 3, so it's got 3 attacks. But it's got 4 actions. So submit. And it did not show up in the turn order.
Oh my god.
It's okay. It just goes when I do, doesn't it?
No, it does not.
We've been doing it for ease.
All right, so let me put another monster on here. Let me put the little guy on here. Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
It worked. Man. It worked last time. Let me deep breath. So let me drag him out.
Well, hello,
I mean,
little dude.
it's not like we're on a show. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, well,
it's a little more low pressure than that. It's okay. You could take your time, take a breath. It's fine.
This Roll20 moment brought to you by Roll20. Roll20.
God
Have you
damn it,
downloaded
Eric.
our mobile app yet? Our website doesn't work.
And he did not show up in the increment either. So your group initiative worked fine.
Right.
And your increment worked fine. So why did my monster group init? My monster group init worked in the text, but it did not include it.
It didn't add it to your tracker. Is that where we're sitting?
Not add it to the tracker. You are correct, sir. And why didn't it not add it to the tracker? It's a great question.
Is it not in the macro? He says stupidly.
It should be. I got stuff from there, from Group Initiative, saying what they rolled for their init.
Okay.
So let me.
Can you just create a little guy in there?
That's what I'm doing. Add custom item. Of course, it's not going to increment though.
Yeah, we can do math.
So let's do undead. I don't want to do this every time. Oh, not math. What's up, bucket? All right, so let's do this.
Back in my day, this all had to be on a piece of paper.
Right? Exactly. God, I hate this. All right, so then we're going to do assassin, add, and he is going on a 12. So now we're going to go numerically descending.
It's undead 21.
Yeah, he is going to go first. Unfortunately, I am going to move him. Blah, 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 blah. How am I going to do this? I really wish that I could do this here somehow. All right, so you guys, the assassin's going to be over here. There's different furniture. There's walls.
It's a big ass room.
It is a fair. Well, all right. So shut up. Let's move him a little closer. Let's say 5, 10.
It's not to scale, okay?
It is now. Shut up.
The heroes lived in a hut, a one-room fucking hut.
Well, you got to remember, this is a big fucking mansion.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this over here. Let's grab this thing here. We'll move the fire away.
It's my light source. Why you take my light source away from me?
We're gonna move all you guys. Oops, I don't want to. What the hell? What is it moving?
Hide
Oh,
in
it's
the
moving
common
it.
room.
For fuck's sake!
Are we getting ready to play this fun game?
This fun game of hey, it's there we go. So let's move
There we
you
go.
guys over here. I was trying to grab all of you at the same time.
Oh, that's a fool's errand, Dave.
All right, so Wada, you can place this guy within 10 feet of you, so he can be. Where at? Ping it again.
Well, one more.
Right there.
Yeah.
Awesome. This guy is about 5 feet up. He's on the wall. He's just kind of stuck there like Spider-Man. He doesn't have a crossbow anymore. He does have various weapons on his
Dropped
person
it.
that you can see. Yeah, so on a 21, the undead can go. So that's you,
I
Mr.
thought-
Wada.
I thought this would be more of a conversation piece.
Well, I mean,
this was
you can.
intimidation, not an action.
You don't have
Yeah.
to have him attack. I'm just saying, it's.
Oh, you don't have to.
Well, he
Right.
gets to move the same
Bus.
amount as me, which is
Bus.
9. So I'm gonna move him up to about right here.
So you can move him, I'll bet.
I can't. I can now.
So you move him up there. And the little guy goes, eep. So Kieran on a 15, you see this undead pull itself out of the floor and head towards the assassin, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much the
Just the
the
thing.
thing. This is not how I wanted this to go. I'm just gonna. I'm not doing shit. I'm just hanging here. I guess I just.
All right, you're gonna hold action.
Yeah.
Razul on a 13.
All right, I will move to here, and I'm gonna ask him: are we gonna do this the easy way or the hard way?
And okay, so he goes, mate, I wasn't doing nothing. I was unarmed.
I don't give a shit if you're unarmed or not. You killed an innocent person here, and I have to end this.
I wouldn't say she's innocent.
You're not innocent either.
Oh
I
boy.
never said I was.
Oh, so what are you doing? You didn't do nothing, eh? You're unarmed.
Oh my god.
I didn't say I was innocent. I fulfilled my contract.
I'm glad you fulfilled that contract.
Who?
Sammy, you had the perfect chance on your turn.
Well, okay, so
Yeah, but you're just going back and forth being
so
a
you're
brat. It's not getting
talking.
us anything.
It is actually getting a lot.
So you're talking. Is that going to
Like
be
what?
your? Whoa. Are you going to be using the interrogation as your 13?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Okay.
feel out why we know he had a contract, but I'm not gonna allow him to leave this room.
Okay. So on a 12, he mutters a few words. Actually, he doesn't mutter. He says them quite out loud.
And it disappears.
And done.
Should have shot him.
And he says, "Look, I'm all for dialogue, but that thing in my face."
Will not attack unless I say something.
Da, 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 da. You hear laughter coming from somewhere over here, and it says, "Yeah, I know you don't have to talk to it out loud."
Well, I'm a man of my word. I will not attack you if you come over here and just allow us to speak to you.
So a voice comes from over here,
I have so much.
and it says, "You're talking to me now."
All right.
Okay, so Kieran, our boss on a 7, are you gonna do anything?
Right, there's two of you in here, or you're really, really fast. Either way, we don't know if you're not armed.
Oh, I'm armed. I just don't have anything in my hands. Well, I do now, but I didn't then.
Who paid you?
Nobody pays me. I'm a vessel.
He's just the messenger.
Who's
What
the?
does this mean?
Yeah, I love riddles. This is fantastic. I do this all the
Well,
time.
I'm more than willing to tell you what's going on, but these threats, they've got to stop.
I'm not threatening. I'm just asking.
I wasn't talking to you.
He's
If
talking
he
about the
wanted,
undead.
The undead ain't gonna do nothing.
if he wanted to kill you, he would have by now.
So you hear a
Right.
voice from over here, closer to you, Razul. I'm willing to talk, but I'm not going to show myself right now. And then you hear a voice from over here, same voice. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to reveal myself when that thing's here.
So we're gauging how big the room is. Can I logically assume, does he have the ability to throw his voice?
So probably using ventriloquism to throw his
Mhm.
voice within 10-foot radius of where he might be.
Okay. So he
He's probably
couldn't.
in the exact same spot.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
The fact that we can hear him from both corners.
Triangulation
like
is very
skittering
key.
across the wall like a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty accurate, actually.
Right. Dave, just a
He has
simple
to be within 10
question.
feet. So.
Yes, Bones.
Is the pink outline the actual size of the room we're sitting in right now?
Yes.
Okay, just for future reference, for my own reference.
So he says, you all are not a part of my contract. In fact, I kind of wanted to talk to you.
Okay. Well, we're here.
You picked a real weird way to do it by putting an arrow through the person we were talking to.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a bolt, and that was part of the contract, so I had to finish my
You
contract.
couldn't have waited 2 seconds? Like,
Well, I couldn't find her. So thanks for that.
Right.
you keep saying you're a vessel and talking about a contract. I have no clue what any of this means.
Oh, well, a contract is where people...
Yeah, I know what a
pay-
contract
Oh,
is.
okay.
Thank you. I mean, what kind of contract? Assassin contract?
Yes.
Why? How does that work? If you're just a vessel and nobody's paying you, how do you get a contract? You see what I'm saying?
The Undying tells me where to go and who to kill, and I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see,
Right.
we could have saved so much time with just that one statement.
I was answering your questions.
You don't understand something.
I'm not talking
She's-
to you.
As I was about to say, she's a feisty one. Don't let me take her off her chain.
I know
Yes.
who you are.
Then you know what we're capable
That's
of.
concerning.
Well, I know some of what you're capable of. I didn't realize that Razul was back with you. That throws a
Rasul
wrench
was
in some
never
things.
gone, my friend. Never
A
gone.
wrench in what things? I don't like that comment. What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh, fuck me.
Alright, look.
The Undying wants your help.
Huh.
Yeah, and Dying's doing a great job of trying to lose our help.
Well,
That is not what I expected to hear.
well,
Alright, look. I will cast this guy away if you show yourself.
show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to see it, I'll pull off my pants.
He will.
God damn it.
Don't give him a reason to take his pants off. Nobody needs to see that tripod.
So that's page 1 of your document.
There you go, Dave.
There.
Called it.
Yeah, he just took a 5-foot step.
Yeah.
He was
He's like-
fucking do-si-doing over against the wall, like, throwing his voice.
Yeah,
I'm over here. No, I'm over here.
yeah. So you couldn't tell where
Weird
he's
ass
at.
party trick.
I had a plan if he decided to play that fucking game. and he would
But-
not have liked the result.
Well, actually,
I still-
Razul could have used mathematics and triangulated where he was at.
I'm not going to go that far into it.
Well, that's what
The
mathematics is for.
undead is not really there for him hurting us. It's more of Jack was going to resurrect the.
Oh,
It was a stall tactic more
Yeah,
oh,
than
yeah.
well, that's totally fine. I mean, so, yeah. So I think maybe we got off on the wrong foot here.
Gee, you think?
Well,
I don't want to hear your excuses.
I have to fulfill my contract.
Sweet
I'm
wounded
about to
Jesus.
fulfill
Is,
your contract.
is there a chair or a
Some
sink
rope,
or
a
a
torch.
fridge or just something?
Friend, what you need to understand is what I'm about to do hurts way more than what you
No, I
did
don't
to her.
Okay.
And it makes me cranky to have to do it. So you making me have to do this thing makes me mad.
I'm legit finding a chair to sit down
So
on.
he looks. He's still on the wall, and now he has a weapon in his hand. He's like,
I'm enjoying.
"Are you
the
going
floor
to
show.
attack me? Please don't attack
No,
me."
No.
the very opposite, friend.
The opposite?
I'm going
Yeah,
to bring it back from the dead.
Oh, well, go right ahead. That's fine. I'll wait.
You will not
No,
kill
I
her
will not
again.
kill her again. I already killed her once.
He's
That's why I asked
fulfilled
about
his
the contract.
Yeah, I know.
That's what he meant. He
Okay.
has to kill her so the contract's complete.
Yeah, I fulfilled my
Oh.
Nothing
contract.
hanging with you.
All right.
I'm
let's
sitting
do
here
this
eating
thing.
chocolate, so let's go.
Where is it? It is a 40, I thought? Yeah, a 40. Click myself, otherwise it'll say, you do not have a token picked. Where's my mouse cursor? Where'd it go? There it is. I've got 4 monitors and I can't keep track of this damn white cursor and a white
God
background. It's Resurrection 1. Bada bing, bada boom, Jack falls over.
So Jack goes to one knee, and his head falls towards his chest, and he sits there, and he's pale. He's just very wan, as in WAN.
Right.
And her eyes flicker open, and well, actually, one of the first things that happens is you see the crossbow bolt
Pop out.
and fall to the ground, and then her eyes flicker open, and she says, "What happened?"
Can I use the ring of healing on Jack real quick? Will that
Yeah.
help with this, actually?
Yeah,
Yes.
it just puts
It
him
just-
down to one
It
hit
takes
point.
all of my life, or not my life, but all of my, basically my life energy to
Yeah.
do this, because I'm pulling hard on my god.
How hard?
Alright,
How
then.
how good's
Pulling
your
hard
ring,
on your god.
Kieran?
The ring of healing is 2 times a day at 5th level.
Okay, yeah, it's better than mine. Go ahead.
5d10.
5d10. Oh my god, every time I have this problem, because I am dumb. Here we go.
That's
Wow!
pretty good. So, Jack, you get 30 hit points
Woo!
back.
Woo!
Woo!
I'm more than
indeed.
half. I'm almost halfway. I look up. I'm like, oh, that stings so much. Oh God.
I had the full gambit from best you can get to absolute worst you can get in that one roll.
Right.
Indeed.
Right.
So he says, do you want to do the same for the rest of them or just her? I'll wait.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, that's
I,
an that's an
please, guys. Like,
Hold
oh
on.
God.
Wait. What about Hawk? Hawk might know if there's priests nearby. Maybe we could bring him in.
That would be super. That hurts so much to do.
Yeah, so I'd raise the priest first, whoever their healer was.
Oh yeah,
She's the priest.
yeah she is.
So,
Hold on, I can heal her real quick, and then she can do her thing. How about that?
well, technically, since the spell only takes her down to one hit point, and that's what she's at, she wouldn't lose anything but spell points.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Of
know,
course,
but
of course, she says she's down spell points from the fight.
Sure.
I'm still.
Do you have
I
enough to
have 2
cast
times
at
a
least
day.
heal or no resurrection on everybody?
I have something that can heal one person, resurrect one person. Other than that, I can wait till tomorrow and tomorrow, I will be able to do 2 more.
Okay, so here's
How
what we're
many
gonna do.
were there? How many were there?
5 total. So there's 4 that
Yeah.
are still dead. She can get 1 from an item and 2 by herself tomorrow.
I can help if she can wait till tomorrow. I can help her with the other one.
So then you'd have all 5 done.
Right.
I'm gonna
I
heal
don't have
her
the
real
soul
quick.
points to do it again today. I also don't think I'm in a position to do it again today.
Okay. So you want to heal her? That's cool. By the way, Sammy, every time you do this, you have to roll. If you get a 1 or a 2, the item goes away.
A D100.
Oh,
D100. Because the magic is trying to escape
Oh.
the item. So you have to roll a D100 to make sure the spell goes off. So the first time,
it was fine.
and then the second one. Perfect. So she
Yay!
gets
Okay,
29 hit points back.
I forgot that was a thing.
No, that's perfectly fine. I should find a way, and Eric is going to shake his head when I say this, I should find a way to be able to put items on your sheet that have spells attached.
Eric just died a little inside.
No, it's possible.
We'll talk about it. I don't know if it's necessary to do, but we'll talk about that offline. So one thing I'm
You
going
could
to do
also just make an all-purpose manual item button that'll roll a D100.
that's true too. All right, so
Wait.
so yeah, the assassin says, "All right, well that's fine. Are you guys cool? Can I come down off the wall?"
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
So he
But
hops
I
down.
can't say the same for the people we're rezzing. So maybe just
Ooh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna hang out by you.
That's an awkward
Right now.
first date.
So she's staring at this thing, at this guy. By the way, he is a fairly nondescript human, and he's about 5'6", brown hair, brown eyes, and you figure you could walk past him in a crowd and not really notice him.
Which makes him really good at what he does.
Yeah, real good killer.
Yes. And he says, "Oh, I suppose I know all of you. My name is Elias Hagel. Pleased to make your acquaintance."
Well, I can't exactly say the same under the circumstances.
Oh, I
but
totally understand. If I were in your place, I would feel exactly the same way.
I'm
Is
glad you
anybody hungry?
understand.
I'm hungry. Is
Huh?
anybody else hungry?
Not really, but I can give you some rations if you want.
Oh no, they've got plenty of food in the kitchen.
I would not recommend.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you some rations. How
I
about that?
got my own.
Okay, well, I would recommend
So,
doing that instead of going to their
really
kitchen.
didn't just
considering
want
you
to
killed
sit here
them.
and eat pine nuts and jerky, but all right, if that's what I have to do.
Well, that is fair. I don't think that the people we're resurrecting after you've killed them would be quite happy with you raiding their kitchen as well.
Oh, they're not using it.
Sir.
Just okay, all right, okay. So he walks over and sits down at this table and pulls out an envelope that has jerky and pine nuts and stuff in it, and just starts to nibble.
Jack,
So I
this
assume
looks-
you guys have questions.
Wait,
He kind of
wait,
grins
wait.
around his food.
I just realized how this sounds on the other side of the conversation. That's not fun.
What?
What's going on?
Well, just usually I'm the one that would be in his position, not this
Oh.
way.
So
Oh
Yeah.
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 How the
angry
turns
group
have
staring at
tabled.
you.
how the
Nice.
turns have tabled. Yes.
Yeah.
So the priestess is she's kind of confused. She doesn't know what the hell's going on. She's still looking at this guy with the side eye, but she's smart enough to realize that she's no longer in any danger from him.
Yeah, we'll be having a chat. But first, we should probably get whoever we can now, and then tomorrow, after everybody's rested, we'll
Yeah. So she pulls
pick up
off
where we left
she
off.
pulls off a necklace and grabs a gem from the necklace. It's like a charm bracelet thing, and she pulls
Right.
a charm off and she goes, "Whoever you're going to raise, use this on them."
Ah.
And she sits down at the table and stares at this guy.
Resurrect your calmest crew member.
I think the question
Who
to
will
her
not
is who.
go Hulk
Yeah,
smash?
right. That's the question we should ask before we go resurrect somebody at random.
Well, if you explain to all of them that we're in dialogue mode and everybody's going to live, I think before you bring them in to see the guy, that would be a good idea. I don't think at that point it would really matter. Although
Okay.
I would do the fighter last.
Kind of what
Yeah,
I
that
was figuring.
tracks.
We have experience with this whole concept.
Because he's going to need to see that everybody's alive.
Or he gonna make the world hurt.
Or
come to
he would try.
also experience with this.
Okay. So
Mm.
So Elias is just looking around and he's got this strangely amused glint in his eye. Like he's enjoying himself.
Mm,
I'm sure he is.
yeah.
Not a fan.
And
Gotta
he's
say.
just munching. Nom 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 nom.
So do you have another trade, Elias?
Any what?
Another trade. You need
Another
something else?
trade. What would you like to trade?
All right.
Oh, do you mean do I have another job?
Yes.
No. This is all I've ever known. And he kind of giggles when he says that.
Well, that would explain the enjoyment. Yeah. So, okay, I have to ask because this is gonna gnaw on my brain for a little while here. How do you know us?
The Undying told me everything it knows about you.
Everything.
Which I have to say is not that much yet. But, you know, it learns.
Don't like that. Cool. So,
Yeah, with you on that one.
this is completely the opposite of what I had expected for this.
And if you remember, I said to Wada, I wondered how you guys were going to handle the early part of tonight.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I meant.
Man, good thing we didn't kill him immediately, huh, guys?
You assume we could have killed him immediately.
Hold on. Let's find out.
What?
Famous last words.
Nope, never mind.
Okay.
Guys,
I wondered what you were
Sorry.
rolling. I'm like, what the?
That was a laugh and a cough.
I broke Eric.
All right, so you can't find anything specific about him, but just looking at him using heraldry, you do not see any sort of a class at all. Strangely enough, the way he moves, you see that he could be a thief, you see that he could be a fighter, you see that he could be a mage. It's really weird. He shows traits from pretty much every class that you know of.
Oh.
But
What are you?
You don't. What am I? I'm a vessel.
What
We're
is
fighting
that,
charade.
motherfucker?
What does that mean?
Yes.
Let me ask you this,
Explain
Kieran.
to the
How
druid.
old are
Yes.
you?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me just. I'm
me just look at-
35.
You're 35. You're about 34 years and 6 months older than me. And he throws back his head and laughs.
he's a golem.
Hi.
Not
Sorry?
like a golem is in the game, but like the idea. He's the archetype of a golem.
So you were created.
I
as
was
a vessel.
created, yes. Specifically for this job.
Okay. What are you? Like,
I'm a vessel.
He's a killbot.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna break something. What does this mean?
Sammy,
Does that mean
Sammy,
something else?
he's an homunculus.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means either.
You've
All
never
right,
seen
so-
you've never read anything about homunculi?
Well, she's new to gaming, so
Oh,
no, she
That's
hasn't.
not even gaming, dude. That's like fucking
Well,
myth and legend.
Okay,
Mm.
so
Oh yeah, I'm sorry for not being well
as
versed in random myths and
so
legends.
as you're talking to him, you get the idea that the Undying is a being that can make
Shut up, Wada.
creatures to go out and do its bidding, and it learns what they see and feel and hear.
Puppet Master.
Yes.
Okay. See that tracks. That I get. Huh.
And he freely tells you all of this. I mean,
Well, he's got
there's
nothing
no
to lose.
interrogation or anything
Right.
like that.
I know.
He's
I mean, I figured. I just asked. So.
yeah, he's more than willing to tell everything about it because the Undying needs your help.
What does the Undying need our help with?
The Undying is a captive and would like to no longer be a captive. If you have to kill it, he wouldn't be averse to just dying.
Because
Who is
escape
holding
is
it
escape, no
captive?
matter how he does it, or it does it, I guess.
Right. So as the story goes, the Undying is a captured being that is given these things that it has to accomplish. And what they do is they make essentially a clone of the Undying filled with the knowledge that the Undying has and sends it out to fulfill the contract. It does not give a shit if the vessel dies because they'll
Right.
create a new one.
Right.
And that also explains how it constantly has a counter for everything by watching and learning.
Yes. So if it were after you guys, it would learn your every move and have a counter for that. It would be incredibly frustrating.
Right. So the answer is to kill everything we meet going forward.
Well,
I-
unless they have you as a contract, the Undying will not
mean-
send anything out after you.
Given what we've been told metagaming, it's the only answer. We have to go pure evil. There's the only way out of this. I'm joking.
Okay, that's good because
Honestly,
it's a mercy.
considering our track record,
Let's burn down
I'm
a
pretty
bar.
sure. No. I could see a contract being put out on us.
Oh
Like,
yeah, from a king of a nearby city.
perhaps.
What?
A town that's near us.
Right.
Mm. Water's bored. We should hurry this up.
I'm not bored at all.
So the priestess is looking at this guy with, I don't know, fear, curiosity, all kind of mixed together. And she
Right.
says, as a matter of fact, one of the things I'm going to do here, let's move over here. You're kind of all, although Wada's over here beating his head against the wall. Or that's,
No,
sorry, that was
there's a
Jack.
reason he is beating his head against the wall.
So I suppose I should add the priestess in here. Do I have priestess? I don't. So let's do.
I think last time you just used like a female fighter or something.
I probably
Mhm.
did.
I don't know. She was wearing red. That's all I remember.
Yeah, it could have been. I gotta find.
Or was it blue? I don't know.
Let's do this one. This is her. There you go. Even though that's not really a priestess kind of thing.
Yeah, it works.
So she asked him point blank, why was there a contract put out against me? Why was there a contract put out against us? And he says, well, when you foiled the assassination of the king, that put you into our light.
Interesting.
So there's a contract on the king. They interfered. They had to be taken out. He's gonna die anyway, probably, because they have to fulfill the contract.
Oh, the king's dead.
Ah, fuck, okay.
Yeah, that
Kind
feels
of what I
right.
thought.
Yeah.
That tracks.
So that happened 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
So what's next?
Oh, well, I am supposed to give you information as to how to reach the Undying. But I do warn you, since I have spoken with you, there is a very good chance that the handlers may. The Undying will do everything in its power to not attack you, but if the handlers say that you've got to die, they're going to start to send vessels out after you.
Great.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's pretty
So
much what I expected.
it's
Okay.
it's
So
going
far
to
from
be a
the
race against time to reach this, and you've got to take care of the handlers and then kill the Undying.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah.
Wow, we don't even get a choice. It's just you've told us this, so now we don't have a choice. We have to deal with this. Thanks.
You don't have to, and if you decide not to, then
Good
they
luck.
probably won't send any vessels out after you.
What
I
are the
don't
rules?
believe that for a minute.
Well, they'd have no reason to.
Yeah, I don't
We
believe
know of
that
the
for a minute.
existence.
Okay, that is
That's
true.
enough.
Knowing of the existence might, yeah.
Right.
It's enough knowledge that it's dangerous for them,
So go ahead and
but
roll,
not enough to
Razul.
ruin them.
Yeah, no.
You want me to give it a shot?
Yeah,
Good.
history. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, hang on.
Please.
Actually, hold on, Bones. Let me check something. Jack, last week. Was
Did I?
that so? Let's the caster speak with animals. So that was speak with animals. Last week, you actually knew about the Undying, so you don't have to
Okay.
roll. Remember,
yeah.
you knew
Wow.
last week.
Nice.
So remember how you guys said that it was like the Dread Pirate Roberts,
Okay,
Yes.
I
and
forgot all
you
about
guys
that.
thought that it was somebody over the years, the centuries, taking the name over and over again. Now you
Mhm.
realize that that's both accurate and inaccurate.
It's
Yes,
his
it's a
own
bunch of
entity, and
clones.
he brings out similar vessels.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, no, not similar
Non-similar
vessels.
vessels.
The vessels can look like anything. They can be any race. They can be any.
Nondescript human,
Right.
for
They could be
instance.
nondescript human. They could be gorgeous elf. They could be surly dwarf. They could be anything.
Shockingly attractive Canturi.
Yes, it could be a shockingly attractive Canturi.
Fuck me, man.
But that doesn't mean that's what it is. I mean,
But now
okay.
we're gonna be everyone we've ever met. We're gonna be like, oh shit, was this a vessel? Fuck.
Well, there's only been one vessel out at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Undying's mind cannot take more than one vessel because it's being inundated. Everything that we're saying, it knows. Everything that I smell, it smells. Everything I hear, it hears.
Right.
If you killed me right now, it would no longer know anything that happened within this room.
Mm. No. Nope. Don't do it. Nope.
Nope.
So, I will tell you. I can tell you. One of the sailors on your ship was a vessel,
Mhm.
Ah,
and that's how it knows you.
That's how it knew them.
That's how it knew them. It knew Razul because somebody in Coventry was a vessel.
ooh. Well, this is really creepy. I'm so glad that this is a thing. Oh, if they were in Coventry. Oh. How long in Coventry?
You initially got their attention when you foiled Alexander.
Oh
Uh,
my god!
that
was so long
fool
ago.
that fool did not do what he was supposed to, and your taking him out was something that the Undying wanted to have happen. You got to him before we did.
Interesting. So,
And then we brought it back, and then we did it again.
where?
Where?
The giggles.
That is a great question. Let me get to the world map.
I have a feeling. My feeling is correct.
It's my big city. I'd be super happy.
Actually, the Undying,
Is in this little butthole cave.
you're very close. It's in a cave, but not in a butthole cave.
Dude, look at it. It looks like a butthole.
It is a butthole.
That is a butthole. That is not ass cave. If you go further north, where you see that I am pinging,
Yep.
Yep.
But sir, I can't travel that far. There's another Dargon up there.
Dargon!
Dargon. There may be some dragons in that area, but
and whatever the fuck this is.
yeah, that's a sea
I
creature.
want it to be my friend.
That is a sea creature.
I want to talk to it.
You want to talk to it? You can. It might say, "Me eat you." Oh, please don't eat
Yeah.
me, but me want eat you. You never know.
We want to be friends.
Just because you can talk to an animal doesn't mean they like you.
And I have a really
I can
great
still kill
cocky
it, but-
accent.
Yeah, right. Hello, I want to eat you.
Mhm.
Oh,
Every
no,
sea
talking to
creature
me.
is going to have a really bad British accent now. Hello,
Oi.
What are
Oi.
you?
what are you? Right.
All right.
that's
Yeah,
so
I just wanted to
stupid
know
and
where,
funny.
since we know we have said map.
So, what I will do now is I will go to map layer.
Not Butthole Cave.
Not the butthole king.
God damn it.
It looks. Look at that. Come on. You
Yeah.
cannot tell
Yeah.
me.
What
It
the-
does not look
the one just to
exactly
the
like what he
south?
says it is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look,
it
I'm
is a-
pinging it.
That is a butthole.
It's not just a butthole, it's a prolapse. butthole.
There's another
It
one.
is.
Yeah, there is another one. Oh
Well, what about
god,
this
now they
one?
can't unsee it.
Oh, wait a minute. There's another one beside it's about to eat that city.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh, look
you
at
can't
this one that has
unsee
a
it.
river coming out of it.
Cave of the Undying.
Oops, let's do this.
Oh, hey, you're right.
Oh
my God. It even looks like a butt. Look at
Which
that.
one
Look
is
at the
that?
cheeks.
Down here.
Get the
So
fucking
apparently
runs, bro.
the map icon for cave looks like buttholes.
I really want to work a butthole into each map I make.
So
Uh,
All right.
how do you get into the Underdark? You get there through Uranus.
Ah.
Now the question is, who are the handlers?
That's problematic because I
Yeah.
don't know.
So the Undying can't answer.
The Undying doesn't know.
yeah.
Interesting.
What are the rules?
That's-
What are the rules? As in to
Okay.
get in, or what do you mean?
Do you want to die or do you want to be set free?
The Undying has been captive for several hundred years, kept in a state of perpetual darkness, other than the light that it sees through us. I
Hmm.
don't even know what the Undying looks like, and the Undying can't remember.
Oh my god.
That's
Jesus.
the Marlboro from Final Fantasy.
So,
Right.
kind of want to die. But
Well,
if you can't bring yourself to do that, killing the handlers would be good enough.
So I
Handlers
will ask
first.
again.
oh, wait a minute. Wait, I have no problem with something dying.
What
Yeah,
are the
right.
rules for the handlers?
But I don't know.
If you want us to kill people, we have to know how to find them or set them upon us. Is the only rule just take your time?
The only rule is kill the Undying. I
The
don't
handlers
know
will probably be
anything
in
about the
here.
handlers. They just
Fair.
call
Get it.
themselves the handlers.
But now that we've said something, they know what's going on. So
The
essentially,
Undying does. The handlers don't know anything but what the Undying tells them. So the
Fair.
Undying could just simply be telling them the job is done, the party is dead. Did you run
all
into
right,
any
looking at the priest.
complications? No,
Looking at the priest,
What?
not you.
other priest.
Oh.
What?
You have handled this before. Would you be able to help us again?
Handled what before?
You've killed the assassin that was going, which was from the Undying.
If we have, we don't know it.
How did you stop the last assassination attempt?
Yeah.
Oh, we were actually just in the right place at the right time. We were visiting Norwal. This is before Alexander got there, and we were visiting the palace, and there was a commotion, and it was a large individual came in swinging a two-handed weapon, and it knew a lot of our moves, but we pulled some things out that it didn't apparently anticipate, and we killed it.
Could you help us?
Sure. What do you need?
More of as if we get there and need assistance.
Oh, so
Like actual help.
actual help, as in go with you to the Cave of the Undying.
Essentially.
Okay. She says we can help you. And this is going to be kind of metagaming kind of thing. Yeah, these people would roll in where you guys would be. It'd be an even fight for you guys, but if you added them,
Okay, that's
so
all I need to know.
we will help you as much as we can, but we don't know if we will go into the Cave of the
How
Undying.
about we don't do it that way and you help us train?
Yeah, we can certainly do that. What do you need?
Well, I mean, you're a priest. Jack here is a priest. I mean, he's trying to study his best to do everything. I mean, I don't know what your abilities are. I don't even know what the rest of your crew is, to tell you the truth. So,
Sam can tell you.
well, I mean,
Hold on.
it's just more of a thing of
book.
they've fought something stronger and repeated them. We might need to do the same. So if they can help, like with Bones being a priest and the priest being the woman being a priest,
Sarah.
they can counteract each other in training.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if there's an edge they can give us, not over the Undying itself, but just training against something that would mark ourselves.
Right. Elias says, well, the biggest problem with the vessels is that you never know what is going to be a vessel, and the Undying's been around long enough that the vessel can pretty much be any class.
Ah.
Now, the good thing about it is
the dreamer has seen many faces.
basically, that's matter of fact, that's how he says it. The dreamer has seen many faces and can be anyone, any class. The good thing about it is the vessels, since there can be only one, they have to hire people. So if you see the vessel, they're either going to be alone or they're going to be working with people that they themselves have only worked with for a short time.
So we're gonna have an edge on them anyway.
Do you guys want to know what the party is?
Yes.
I mean, if it ain't gonna help us, then there's no reason to.
Well, try it. Just go ahead and say.
Okay, so there's Sarah, who's the priest. There's one fighter, two fighter. There's an elementalist, and then that's all I have. I don't have the
There's a thief.
That's right.
So essentially,
they have
only
priest, elementalist, two fighters, and a thief.
Yes.
So it'd be essentially just helping Jack and Escalab.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll give you all the help we can. But the king is dead.
I mean, if you need to go help that, go help that. I mean,
Right.
Well, it happened long enough ago that I won't be able to. I wonder why they didn't. Why didn't they raise him? And the vessel says, "Well, they tossed his body in the oubliette, so it's kind of beyond reach. So it went through
Oh.
the giant hole in the bottom.
Yeah, he went all the way down.
that we throw a rope down.
Well,
No,
you threw a
he
rope
went
down to the
all
first
the way
area. You
down.
remember there was basically a ledge around a hole that went down into the depths that went further than your eyesight could even see.
So,
Right.
other than the training, I will ask them if they can help us get provisions to go on the trip.
Yes, we will help you with whatever you need.
Okay. Once we raise everybody and get everything. I'm just trying to see if
Boom,
there's
it's the
something
next
that,
day. We've raised everybody. Wow.
What are you going to do
That's-
with this guy? What are you going to do with Elias that night? I mean,
I mean,
I
if
mean,
he's
I
gonna,
don't need my MP, so I could just stay
or
up
he
with
can
him.
go with us. Once we take him, I mean, he can stay. He can come with. I mean, it'd be nice to know the knowledge of the Undying. I mean, there's a lot you can learn.
yes.
You can always just go back to the hotel and then
The
he can
problem
come with
is,
us.
I'm probably going to die in a few hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Because
Well-
otherwise there couldn't be another one.
Okay.
As soon as they create another vessel, I'm no longer of use.
Okay, cool. What do you got on you?
Wow.
He throws back his head and he laughs. That's the Razul I've heard about. He says,
Exactly.
most of the things that I have will be unusable to you other than just mundane items. He says, anything that we have is going to be attuned. Make a magic lore roll.
That's just a D100, right?
Yes.
Because I don't have a die for it. That is less than mine.
That is less than your magic lore. So you realize that there is rumor of an ancient sorcerer spell called attunement.
Mm-hmm.
And what attunement does is when cast in conjunction with a permanence spell or an enchant spell, will make it to where that item is only usable by a specific person, class, race,
I got you.
whatever. It is
Gotcha.
not
That
in the
makes
spell
sense.
book, but you have heard of it.
But
And in this case, the attunement is to the Undying, which allows the vessels to use them. So, like, for example, he might have a silver ring that glows magical, but you can't use it. You could sell it for the silver value, that kind of thing. So I can give you a list of everything that he has, but it's not going to be that useful to you other than mundane items.
all right, that's all I just want to know. He has to have money, is what I was thinking, but it's cool. We have good.
I've got money. Sure.
Yeah.
So he tosses a purse on the table and he says, I ain't going to need it anymore.
Okay.
And it has a mix of silver and copper in it, where you get a total of 6 silver and 30 copper.
God damn. All right, cool. We'll separate that out later.
He kind of giggles a little bit and goes, "Easiest money you ever made."
Well, kind of.
That's probably the easiest money I've ever made.
Well, I mean, for you and me, Bus. Yeah, but Jack's gonna have to do all the rezzing and stuff, and so is Sarah. So not easy
Don't
for them.
remind me.
Yeah.
All right.
Jack is rapidly realizing how much he didn't want to learn how to resurrect the dead.
I do have one question,
Yes, sir.
and this would be to Elias,
Yes.
you say you heard about us all. What have you heard?
What have I heard?
Mhm.
Yeah,
And he says your name is Ascalabus, and he tells you. Now, I will tell you that when he talks about you, he talks about your 4th level abilities,
sure.
but he goes down a list of the things that they've seen you do. So Kieran, actually, no, that's wrong. So he doesn't. He knows about Razul's 4th level, but he knows about you guys' 5th level because of the sailor. So Kieran, they know you can talk to animals, so they know that you've got druid magic. Jack, they've seen you sailing, so they know you've got some sailing ability. Basically, they talk. He tells you, each one of you, about some of the skills. He goes down the list of the skills that you have, some of the spells he's seen you guys cast, that kind of thing.
And
So he doesn't.
accomplishments?
Some of the
Mhm.
accomplishments, yes.
Not all though, because
No, it's only spotty knowledge right now.
cool.
That's one of the things. So does he know about our lives prior to coming to Coventry?
No.
Because
That
because
was the
they
first time
didn't
they saw us was in Coventry.
they cared about us prior to they didn't care about us prior to Alexander.
Right.
Correct.
Okay, good to know.
Even though he's dead, everything fucking ties back to that little shithead.
Yeah, well, good thing we brought him back to kill him again, huh? Almost like he deserved it.
Almost like he earned it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yep.
Weird.
I lost a leg to that little shit.
And he got exactly what he deserved.
Okay.
In a perfect world, we would have raised him again and then done it again, but we
Oh, we could have.
limitations.
He would just been undead the 3rd time.
I was gonna say, Jack still looks over and goes, "You'd have to have done it. I didn't have the energy at that point."
Should have brought him back as an undead and made him throw himself down the fucking oubliette.
Yeah, we missed out. That would have been awesome.
All right, so yeah, anything and everything that he can tell us that would be of use is what we'd need, and I guess we would just start with helping the people in the cabinet, in the thing, and getting everything ready to go on the journey, I guess.
Right. So he's telling you everything that he knows about you. He goes through all of that stuff. And Sarah asked him different questions about his group. He starts going through that, and he's halfway through his sentence, and his eyes roll up the back of his head, and he falls over backwards.
Yep.
Well, that's that.
Interesting.
Does he leave a body?
Yeah, the body's there.
Ooh, that begs a really interesting question.
Can you resurrect it?
Right. What happens if I bring him back from the dead?
So the question is, do clones have souls?
Right.
So last week when I told Sam this had to do with a novel that I had started writing. The
Okay.
very first words of the novel was, do clones have souls?
The electric, Dante's dream of electric sheep.
Basically, it was a guy in a confessional talking to a Catholic priest.
Right.
And
I tried for the life of me to remember what the name of that was, and it's still I cannot for the life of me.
it didn't
What
have
did
a
you
work. It
name
didn't
it?
even have a working title yet.
Oh, well, that's probably why I couldn't remember it, huh?
Right. But then the show Black Mirror came along,
Ah, yeah.
and
Right.
it kind of did somewhat the same thing, and so I stopped working on it.
Okay.
But yeah, the whole thing was about a captive, undying guy, and they kept making clones of him and sending him out as assassins. Congratulations! Now you're in my book. Shit just keeps going south. Just one day without chaos. One fucking day without some world shattering thing happening.
So, you beg to differ. Does that clone have a soul?
So you go over to the body of Elias, And you get to use religious lore, Mr. Priest.
God, why would you? That's on my spell sheet, isn't it?
Yeah, but you have to do a D100 versus. It's on your spell sheet.
It's just a D100. Okay, hang on.
Yeah, I haven't put a roll on there yet.
Yeah, okay, so I think it's just this guy. That is not good enough. No, that is not good enough.
How much did you miss by?
16.
So you'd have to feel lucky twice.
I'll throw one in.
Okay.
All right, so you start to search over the body, and you look, and you realize that there is no cause of death that you can see.
Right.
And you speak with Sarah a little bit, and you realize that this is indeed an empty vessel, and there is nothing in this thing. So there is nothing to resurrect. This is empty meat.
Well, that answered that question.
Ew. Empty meat. I hate that description.
I'll be that one day.
That was my nickname in high school.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up.
I
Stop
knew
it.
Dave was a himbo in high school. Hey, he said it. I just followed it up.
Right.
In my defense.
Okay. So
you've got a dead guy that is sitting there. He's got little X's for eyes now.
we're just gonna leave that there, I guess.
Bus looks over and goes, y'all gonna eat that?
It's not the worst thing.
I can grow it back, you know.
Oh my god. Okay. What time is it? Where are we at? Is it time to...
It actually was fairly early, and this all happened pretty quickly, but you've been talking for a while, so I would say that it is late afternoon.
All right, can we resurrect one of these guys already? I thought you said we were doing one today and then...
Oh,
yeah, you're going to use
great.
the item and do...
Illustrious Ranger, you do the resurrecting.
Well, I mean, if I could, I would.
It
but
is.
There's
It's
an
an
item
item.
that was supposed to be used.
It's an item. Yeah, so you can do...
Oh, well then just fucking give it to me then if you don't want to do it.
All right.
I never took it.
She gave it to you!
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did!
So are you two referring to this thing in my hand?
Right. Bus has always had it. I was busy laying on the ground trying to catch my breath.
She tried to hand it to you, and you dropped it on the floor.
There you go.
Yeah,
So,
sure. Bus picked it up, whatever. It's fine. Would you like to do the honors, Bus? Might be kind of
Oh
fun.
Christ, no! This is weird.
Oh, god damn it. Just give it to me. Want you to know that if I knew that real ultimate power was this painful, I never would have started in the first place.
Ah, yes, the pain of those searching for power.
So Razul, I'm going to give you some free spell points. You try and raise the dead, and it does nothing.
Okay, it's just me wondering because I need to know this. Like Razul himself.
Yeah,
is
this is a study now for Razul.
Right.
Yeah.
So Razul's poking at the body, and he waves his hand over, and he goes, "Huh, I can't even raise it from the dead because there's no soul to bring back in an undead state. It is an empty vessel."
So, serious question. If you bring the body of somebody dead back, what happens to their ghost?
Well, if they actually have a ghost, it might just go, what a world, and disappear into the... I don't know. I mean, we could experiment.
If
you brought up the empty vessel thing, I'm just curious now.
Yeah.
Can
But
you
see,
say that one more time?
most bodies are still tied to, at least in gaming, and most bodies are tied to a soul. So when you bring them back, you're bringing them back from the negative plane in an undead state.
Okay, and the priest is bringing them back in a live state. Basically.
Correct. You're bringing them back with positive energy. The necromancer is bringing them back with negative energy.
Now I'm tracking. I always thought it was like Razul was bringing just their body back, like animating their body, and I was like pulling their
No.
soul back.
No, he's bringing their soul back and trapping it in the body with negative energy.
That's so much more horrible than the way I was reading the scenario. Because I thought he was just reanimating a body, and the soul was still like in the afterworld or negative plate or whatever. He's
Nope.
actually pulling it back. Oh, that's so much That's so much more going into our yin yang bullshit.
Elementalist or the thief?
I'm just leaving it up to the leader dude girl thing.
Congratulations, Sammy. You're now the leader dude girl thing.
He was
I-
talking about Sarah, I
Neither
think.
Sarah,
Oh,
but
okay. I'm sorry. I
She
was
told
like,
us. She
way
told
to
us just
push it on her.
Right. Thief.
Sure.
Any arguments?
No, I have no
No.
objections.
That's a leader dude girl thing that's really long on the name tag.
Leader
Hi,
girl
I'm
dude
Sarah, the
thing.
leader dude
Sarah.
girl thing.
That's
This was
Dr.
really
Leader
my
Girl.
name tag. I forgot mine today. I grabbed Sarah's.
All right, so you go up to the thief and
Yeah.
you take the magic item, and I need you to roll the D100 to make sure it goes off.
Oh God, please.
Oh,
Just barely.
wow,
Just
so
barely.
very close. Yeah, so you feel the energy kind of quivering, and in actuality, it goes away anyway because it's a one-use item.
Oh.
So that was
So
kind of
basically,
silly
it just
of
doesn't
me to
explode
do.
in my face. I'm going.
It turns to dust in your hand.
Wow, it didn't hurt
Oh,
that
God.
time. I had
Just
like four
goes off.
more of these.
Just
Yeah.
goes off like a light bulb. Just
Right.
Yes, that's pretty exact what happens. And the thief, you see the wounds close a little bit, and the eyes open up and sees all of you standing there, however many is standing there, and
oh, I'm not anywhere near him.
right. So backs up against the wall. What? You're not the assassin.
No, I'm not.
Actually, let me see.
I am Captain Jack Renard of the.
It's you. I recognize you.
I'm glad somebody does. It's been a weird week.
Month, life.
He looks around and he goes, "I'm okay. So I'm home, and you're here.
Yes.
What happened?"
The short answer is the Undying, or I guess the handlers of the Undying had a contract taken out on your lives.
He unalived
Who
you.
the fuck is the Undying?
You got
Okay,
what we're working
you
out.
got murderized by assassin. We brought you back.
you done got kid.
You got.
Okay.
that's
How's
infected,
everybody
right?
else?
We're
Oh.
working on it.
What?
A lot worse than you.
You're number 2 of the group to come back. Don't remind me about what I have to do again.
Okay.
At least my ring's healing 2 times a day.
I mean, and I got a necklace.
I'm aware it still hurts.
I know. But we've got you covered.
There you go, Razul.
I have a healing
Unalive.
spell, sire. I have a healing spell that can be casted at level 5, actually.
Because of your sorcerer
Yeah.
ability.
Because of my sorcerer abilities.
I
You're
hate
a-
all of
You're a
you
weird
Straight
mix
back.
of
very,
positive and negative
very
energy.
much right now.
There's a reason.
Hey.
So are you
We're
going to
here for
cast
you.
it?
I mean, I can, if they want me to.
Whether you can actually
I
resurrect
mean,
or
he's gonna need more healing. He's only at 1 HP, but
he's dirty.
Where's our tokens at on this? There it is. So I'm going to heal him. Heal him at level 5.
Over under. Hey, it worked.
Wow.
yay!
Good
wow, he
roll.
did good
Hey.
healing, damn.
Good roll. So 34 hit points back. His eyes light up, and he jumps
good
up
to
to
go.
his feet, and he says, "Who else
Alright.
is alive?"
He
Sarah.
did not have a name, by the way. Sarah is alive. She's the only one right now.
I'm going to go raise the elementalist. I'm guessing Sarah's gonna bring the fighter back because he's last.
Okay,
There's 2
so
fighters.
Fighters.
There's 2 fighters.
I can
Okay,
send him.
Do you have
Met-
the points to do this again today?
I thought it was the next day.
It's not yet.
No.
I
Okay,
can
no, I
send
don't.
a messenger to anyone in the city that has like I can send it to Hawk and get Hawk over here.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to get that out of the way, I can just send and say, "Can you send someone that can do this?" If y'all want me to.
If you have, well, I don't know, because we're kind of in like a real small place.
Oh, all it is I'll send a messenger to Hawk. Hawk will get the help, and
Yeah, I would just say, just be like, hey, if you got somebody that can help out, send them over to the, Blessed Battalion's place.
Okay, so what is the
Resurrections.
exact message you're sending to Hawk?
let me see. I can say how many words?
30.
An assassin's killed the Blessed Battalion. We've raised 2. We need 3 raised.
That's
Send
Right.
person with resurrection.
Yeah. I mean, it's very, very quick.
okay. So little birdie goes up in front of your face. You talk on it. 100 miles. It takes off.
And
So la 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 la. After about a minute, it comes back and it says, "Help is on the way."
Yay!
Thank God.
Right. So probably 15 minutes after that, you hear commotion outside. What are you doing with the thief at this point? You taking him?
Oh, we've kind of just
have to do
filled him
anything?
I'm
in.
finding a hidey ho and just going to sleep.
Oh, it's very easy. There's one right over here. It's got lots of blood spatters in it,
I'm
but
fine with it. I've been in worse.
there's actual beds you could lay in if you wanted to.
I'm gonna ask the
Necromancer.
Sarah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can go and like rest.
Yeah, so she points you to where they have a single guest bedroom that you can go
Cool.
lay down.
That's where I go.
Okay.
I go lay down. Bye.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
bye. Jack,
No.
maybe you should do the same.
I still have plenty of energy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna bring the thief in and be like, hey, yeah. So here's the deal. Sarah's right here. Everybody else is dead still. We have some help on the way, though. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So a number of people come to the front door. Hawk is not one of them. He's got his establishment to run, but there are a few members of like the local, I don't know if they're really called a police force, more like, peace enforcer squad because it's a pretty small place. And
Right.
Sam, you look at them and you realize that they're low-level fighters kind of thing. But one of the people that's with them is a priest and looks over at Sarah and says, I can't do as much as she can, but I can help out a little.
What
So in other
can
words,
you do?
Sarah and I are already more powerful than the local priest.
Well, he can do one.
One
Right.
is good. One is better
But-
than none.
She already stated that she could get one in the morning, so
She can get 2 in the morning.
Oh,
Right.
so we didn't really need help then. I was just gonna try to get them as many alive as we could tonight to save tomorrow.
Right, you can get one more
We can.
tonight, and then you can get the other 2 in the morning.
Let's get the elementalist, and then we can get the other 2 fighters tomorrow.
Yep, fighters in the morning.
Actually, she goes over here and gets into a lotus position.
Ah,
Right,
starts
she
to-
can meditate.
and starts to hum.
Yep.
So in 2
Oh.
hours, she'll get her spell points back. I think it's 2 hours. Let's see.
So
Right.
she could have done that.
Meditation. She's
time.
been flummoxed.
I mean, fair enough, but
yeah.
we called for
Or
She
help.
knows-
Dave
wanna
has
die?
been
Well, wasted
flummoxed.
his.
Or Dave was flummoxed. One of the 2. I'm just saying.
The
You
short
were
answer is Jack
Jeez.
wants to learn what she knows how to do because that is
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah, but now we have a whole group of people who are like, "Hey, we can help, I guess."
Right. State your
And
name.
nothing to help with.
Oh, meditation 3, 1 hour.
Wow.
Right, you lot. State your name and purposes.
Exactly. All
Can we
right,
just
so
ask them to,
I
like,
am
help
going
us
to
clean the
do
mansion?
I am going to do something a little retroactively.
Okay.
You guys know that she can meditate because she would have thought of meditating a while ago to get her friends up,
right.
Mhm.
2 of them. So you don't have to have sent away for help.
You can get your spell points back. Yay.
I can still go to sleep.
Right, but I'm just saying that if you still want to send something to Hawk, you can, but
No.
if you don't want to, you don't have to.
No, I'm still gonna go take a rest though.
Okay, so she goes, and after an hour, she does 2 people. By the way, Dingleberry is already gone, so I'm going to get rid of him. She waits
Right.
until he's dead before she brings them back.
Sure.
And then
play.
she's going to meditate for another hour and do it again.
Something
Man, she's so
something's-
badass.
Bones needs to learn.
Well, okay, so it doesn't take the place of, she's still going to have to sleep
Still
regularly.
have to sleep. This is a pinch.
It's a recharge.
Band-Aid. Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, getting all your spell points back in an hour is fucking incredible.
Eric, can
Right.
you repeat what you just said?
It's a recharge.
Okay, because that is not what I heard.
Oh,
Literally.
man, no, I wouldn't have said that.
Oh, Jesus, now I realize what you thought he said. Wow.
That's what it sounded like. Because there was okay, that's
To
legit
be
what
fair,
it
I
sounded
get
like.
it. I get it. But yeah, no, I did not say that.
It also it didn't make any sense in context.
And for the fact that
I
I'm
know.
not,
That's why I was like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck?"
for the fact that I'm not
Wow.
repeating it now, that makes you feel better.
Okay, so all of the members of the party are up in
Welcome
basically 3 hours after the guy dies.
Welcome back.
So you fill them in completely about what's going on. They are incensed and a little afeared because they still know the Undying still knows everything about them.
Right.
Right.
Now, whether or not the Undying is going to send anybody after them again
We don't
is
know.
up in the air.
Seems awfully foolish.
So we have a time limit. We need to get to them before they come back at them.
Well, you know by inference that another vessel has been created already,
Because the guy died.
but you don't know what the purpose of the new vessel is.
Okay.
Well, they didn't
Interesting.
watch us for long, I guess.
No, but they know we're here.
That- No, but at least we have a bit of a. I don't know.
I meant here is in town, not just necessarily in the building. Yeah.
Why'd you turn the light off? Thank you. Okay. I mean, it gives us a little bit of cushion, a little bit of
Yeah, we have
not
a
the upper
cushion.
hand, but they're not going to be able to counter literally everything the first time, at least. Have to be very strategic in how we handle that if it
We
comes to it.
either have to do things we haven't done since we came into Coventry,
Oh
or
boy.
a lot of new things.
Razul, no raising the undead, I guess. Shit.
I've been raising undead for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is predictable then.
Cool. Trying to figure out our next play here other than telling our shipmates and provisions, and do we go straight there or do we try to do something else first,
No,
I mean, we have a task at hand.
we have a task at hand. Be wary of any new crew. And that's pretty much where we're sitting.
And do we need anything from town, like ourselves? Do y'all need anything? I mean, we just did get 6 silver, so I mean, honestly, if we need to spend it on anything, that now would be the time to spend it, because that 6 silver is not really in our pockets yet,
Sure.
That is true. I don't think. What do we need for provisions for the boat? Didn't we get everything paid off already?
Oh, I'm sure.
Did that leave? Did I
No,
miss
I'm
something?
here. I'm just
Oh,
letting you guys
okay.
talk.
That's
You
what
guys
I'm
are
trying to
talking
figure-
amongst yourselves in character, so I'm not going to interject unless there's something I need to answer.
Well, I was asking if we'd paid for the ship already, like and all the crew.
Yeah, you've
Everything
got a
like
few
that.
months of it paid for already.
That's what
And
I
we have the
thought.
provisions as well. I know we had enough to get there and back.
Yes,
How
and
far
you.
is the trip we're going, is what I'm wondering.
Oh, so you pull up your map. Let's go up to your map.
I'm sure whatever the amount is.
So
I
how
prob-
long did it take to get from Norwell to Hampshire by boat?
A month, wasn't it?
Okay, so let's do.
Wait a minute, I'll tell you because I have it. 1 month. Yeah, it took us 1 month because I have my brewing materials and I have beside it how many months it's been.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 20 feet,
This is gonna be a
basically
long
4
journey 'cause it's
squares.
all the way
So
up
let's
there.
do here. Let's see, is it
You can
alt?
right click and it'll go to a new
Oh, it's
thing.
right click. Okay. Now this is going to
Oh
be
my God.
approximate.
Oh my god.
But some of these could be cut off with angles, by the
Yes,
way.
like I'm saying, this is going to be approximate.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, so at least 20 foot of this could be, or 30 foot of this could be removed because of all the ups and downs.
Right.
So we're looking at 80 days, or 80 foot. So it took us what? How far was it from
It would
Tomas?
take
So you're looking at about
1
4
month.
months each way, approximately.
Is there anything? Okay, another thing that Rizal would ask, even though Captain Jack Sparrow here would be saying this. Is there a town that we can replenish at on the way?
You're looking at your map and you see that there are some
Establishment.
like some little establishments.
Like this one has. Is that a dock?
It
Yeah.
is a dock.
So maybe we could go to like from here where we're at to here.
Just to refuel and reprovision.
Yeah, make sure you any
Refuel?
sicknesses,
That
any
whatever, you know
boats.
what I mean.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Refueling is getting new crew if anybody dies on the way. You know, you don't know what we're gonna
Morale,
run.
stock leaves, that kind of
Yeah.
Well,
stuff.
the beautiful thing
Right.
about being on a boat is it would be really hard for the Undying to put a vessel on your boat.
Yep.
Correct, but we still have to have a crew to run said boat.
Right, but what I'm saying is, unless there is a major change in one of the cities, make an insight roll,
Everybody?
everybody.
Sorry for the clear.
Kieran is
Wow.
the only one that doesn't think of this, and you guys all stop and look at
I
each other
suck.
all at once. You guys are all talking about, okay, well, the good thing about being on the boat is they're not going to be able to put anybody on the boat that will notice, and unless a crew member changes, then we're not going to know if it's a member, if it's a vessel. And then all of you look at it and says, well, if it can look like anything, why couldn't it take the place of someone?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But we know from where we are right now to at least half of the journey,
Right.
unless these fuckers have super speed.
Right. So unless a crew member starts acting strangely,
Yep.
We shouldn't have anything to worry
because
about.
they'd also have to know about the crew members' mannerisms and things like that.
Suspicious of new crew, and then also suspicious of strange crew.
Right.
It
Right.
wouldn't make sense for them to use a vessel
On
of
us.
someone already on the ship.
Right. They'd have to know a lot about that person on the ship. Now, you already know that there has been a vessel on the ship that has probably learned the mannerisms of some of the people that were already sailors with you.
That's true.
All right. Well, I think
We're never
and
not going to be paranoid about this. You understand?
Right. I know.
I believe
It's
we
whatever.
we should stop here.
Okay.
That's just me with. That's a lot of provisions if we want to go one way. What if a fire
Right.
breaks out or
Sure.
Right.
I can put it out.
still not the point.
There's also a
I know, but
large port city here.
Mm,
It's
That
a
seems
little
like
more
nice.
out of your way.
that's a little
Or-
dangerous for the journey out.
But actually, no. If we go here, we can go up the road. We could actually go on foot.
Okay.
Yeah, but wouldn't that take a lot longer?
Yeah, but nah.
I mean, I look at it as an adventure. You look at it as a minute. I mean,
Well,
Okay,
we're kind
so-
of on a time crunch up there.
You're actually not on a time crunch at all.
right.
It was
It's an implied time crunch, though, Dave.
It
Yeah,
is implied,
yeah.
yeah. So if it starts to send things after you,
right.
we want to get there before they get the chance, is what I'm saying.
It's an
So
implied
on
time
the way
crunch. We
up,
just, don't know the timer on it.
on the
right?
way
Go
up
on the way.
there, it makes more sense to take the fastest way possible, and then on the way back, we can do some,
Journeying.
sightseeing.
Maybe another Dargon right here.
Argon.
So, do you think we should just get all the provisions at one go, or should we stop?
I think we could hit one of the port towns, but I don't want to go adventuring into the big port city and then walk up. That's just going to take too much time, and it's not
Okay.
worth the risk.
And who knows? By then, we might not have a choice.
So you're gonna go up here. You're gonna go up here and then use the longboats to get onto the shore and journey to the Cave of the Undying.
That's what she's saying.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Then I
and
guess we're
only
gonna
hit
stop
the smaller
here.
ones. Yeah.
Okay,
Happy medium.
a happy medium. That sounds like a wiener. All right, so so you are gonna sleep overnight and then set out, or how are you gonna do this?
Essentially, I mean, as long as everybody doesn't need anything, I mean,
If we're buying provisions,
Provisions are being bought, but they're being bought for the trip back. They're not being bought for the trip up to here.
and the Blessed Battalion's what's helping us with that. So
Yes,
Okay.
they will certainly help you out with that. The Blessed Battalion the next day goes with you to the dockside, and they do some talking to some people, and you see eyebrows being raised, and then they come back and they go, "Get whatever you need. It's on us."
nice.
Oh my god.
okay.
I was
We're not gonna go
originally going to do it here, but that was way too obvious. That's like an evil guy's lair.
Fair.
Well, I mean, you
That
have
helmet.
a lot of. I mean, if you wanted to introduce this port city, you could have done it here.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like I understand, or you could have done it back on the main island.
It's all good.
It's cool.
It's
There's many
fine.
things we could have done, like even this little bitty.
But
That would have
would've
been
a-
interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that actually looks like, because it's like not serviced by any major city.
Well, it's got
That-
a city.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just.
does it? I didn't see it. Oops.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, there's plenty of choices. You chose one. I mean,
Yeah.
all
Oh,
right, cool.
I know where I'm working towards.
I am gonna go try to find a new set of clothing.
Okay, so I'm going to go each person and see what special thing they're trying to get, because there is a money limit here. You don't have unlimited funds.
Is there an iron and everything in iron grabs?
You cut out. What did you say?
Everything in Ironwood charts is up for grabs,
Not everything.
but as far as like searchable.
Yes.
Okay.
So there are some things in there, so you'll need to tell me what it is that you're looking for, and I'll tell you whether or not it's going to be possible.
Okay.
So I'm going to go right down the list. Jack, is there anything specific you're looking for before you set out?
Not particularly. I mean, like, I can't think of anything.
Okay. Kieran?
I'm gonna make sure I have all of my arrows. Refill that. Is pretty easy. I want to grab a few more rations. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing like special that I
Okay.
wanted to look for, just basic necessities.
I'm going to go to Bus because I know Razul's got some extra stuff.
And Bus isn't sure either. As far as what he would be asking for, like his basic equipment and stuff is probably as good as he's going to want it for the moment.
Okay.
So if anything, it would be in the magic item realm, and I wouldn't know what that would be necessarily.
Right.
Okay,
right.
so
right.
if there's a magic item that you want, you don't know about price, or you don't know what it is you're looking for.
I don't know about what it would be.
Okay, so in that case, what you should do is offline send me what it is you're looking at. I will gauge the amount and tell you whether or not it's anything that they're going to be able to put on their tab.
Sure.
So now it might be something that you say, well, I've got all of this money. I'll put some of this down. Does the difference work?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. That would probably, if I asked it that way, I would say, to get this item, how much would I need to pay to get it?
That works.
And then I could let you know yes or no.
Okay, so once you figure out what it is, send me a message.
Absolutely.
Rizul.
Oh, I'm literally just going and looking at clothing. Like that's
Wait,
what
hold
I
on.
meant.
Is there an alchemist?
It's not a big place, but just because I'm going to say yes.
Okay, so then can I do the same thing that Bus is doing and just kind of come back to you and be like, what can I
Yes.
do? Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, cool.
So that'll give you time to look through the book and decide what you want to do. So you're going to get, what kind of clothing you're looking for? Change of clothes from a new town, traveling man.
Travel man.
What kind of clothes are you looking for?
Just something similar to what I'm wearing currently, but made in this town. There's a reason.
Are you looking for a multicolored scarf that's really, really, really long that you can wear?
Oh,
I mean, we
God.
could. I'd be fine.
Because your character is dressed like the doctor. I'm just saying.
I know. I don't care. I
know.
love
I'm
it.
just saying. He looks like the doctor.
I mean, I would go buy a scarf from here. Like,
Do
seriously.
you want to buy a sweater for your dog or something?
Yeah, I'm just going and looking at stuff. Man, I have become someone that is trying to learn more about culture.
Gotcha.
I've always been self-included in my, when we very first started, Rizul was only worried about himself, protecting himself. I didn't learn much. I didn't know much. When I got with the Elder Jolin and Widow Donovan, they showed me there's much more to this world than my small little brain.
Fair enough. All right, so you buy a new set of clothes. Fancy new little hat.
Hell yeah.
Do you want a feather?
No.
Okay, so there's no feather. So the guy turns around with a hat and it's got a feather and he goes, "You want a feather in your hat?" You say, "No." He looks kind of sad as he pokes it out,
Pops it out.
sets it on the counter, and hands you the hat.
And then Ziggy's getting something too.
What do you want for Ziggy?
He getting a hat too.
Ziggy.
With a little string on it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you put a hat on Ziggy, and every time you do it, he looks up at you and he shakes his head, and it kind of goes to the side. He does not like wearing hats.
Okay. I won't buy Ziggy a hat.
Bandana?
Yeah, bandana.
All right, so I'll roll on the bandana.
Mhm.
So 50% or below, he'll wear the bandana. Oh, God, no. He does not like the bandana. You're
Choking.
lucky this little fucker will wear a collar.
A sweater.
Roll on the sweater. I'll use luck if I have to.
I'm just remembering Maria
So-
Bamford bits in my head.
What's that?
I'm just remembering Maria Bamford bits in my head.
I don't know who that is.
I know, and I realized as saying it without. I'm not going to repeat it, so now I just realized I completely stalled the conversation.
Okay, so you want to buy a little sweater for your bulldog, and you find one that's made for a child, and luckily your bulldog's a beefy boy, and you try it on, and he kind of stiff legs it for a little bit, and like falls over, and you pick him up and you put him back on his feet, and he starts to walk a little bit, and after a while he's like, yeah, whatever it is, what it is, and he just walks. He doesn't mind it.
I don't know
I
how
like how
cold
we're
it's going to be
putting a
this way.
dog's... What?
We don't know the weather.
Oh, right. Good point. But I think it's really, really funny that we're putting a fucking dog sweater on the tab for the Blessed Battalion when we're trying to get provisions for our trip.
This is coming out of my pocket.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
he won't take any money. He says this is the Blessed Battalion's taking care of this.
Okay.
I mean, it's only like a freaking lead piece, if that. So I mean,
Oh,
They get the
okay.
bill at the end. It's like they spent about 10 lead. Like what?
yeah, that basically, other than if Kieran and Bus come back with some magical stuff, yeah, that's what it'll end up being.
And it's going to say sweater for dog, hat for Rizul. That's all it's going to say.
Right?
And it's gonna be like some ration, some whatever, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense." And then it's dog hat. What? Dog sweater, Razul
It
hat.
knows.
All right, so yeah, other than the two things that you guys,
Yeah.
Kieran and Bus, other than those things, yeah. The worst part is it's a really good stopping place, but it's only 8 o'clock.
I feel like we have accomplished. I don't know how to say this without sounding rude. We've done very little, but accomplished a pretty good amount.
Yeah, I mean it's a great stopping point because you're getting ready to go on your travel. We will do just one more thing. You get back to the boat, and you find out that there is a sailor who went missing.
Ah.
Oh, great.
Well, we know what happened with that one.
What's
Do we
weird
know
is
anything?
he's been missing for a few days now. Notice I say days.
We've been on the boat.
Right, but you haven't
He
been.
disappeared from the boat.
Yes,
We weren't even docked yet.
correct.
He just disappeared from the boat. So
Yes,
yeah, we
but
know exactly.
you know exactly who it
Uh,
was, but at the same time, it was only days
Heavy.
ago, and yet the assassin got down here in time to do this.
He got so they are that fast.
Right.
Oh.
If yeah, I
Oh
say,
shit, these
so-
Sonic motherfuckers.
right, they are that fast. So
That did not
dude,
click in my brain for a
yeah,
second,
dude knew he was
obviously.
about to be replaced and dumped off the side of the boat, middle of the night, whatever. And we never noticed because big crew. And yeah,
God damn. Alright. What should we tell the crew?
we all
So,
good now.
egads, there goes what's his name.
Probably couldn't take enough of it. Threw himself off the ship.
That's right.
Spoken like a true first officer.
He couldn't take it no more.
Yeah, I mean,
Sing him a
that
song.
happens all the time.
He had cabin fever.
We'd sing him a song, we'd throw some pence in the pool, and then we go.
Yeah. I mean, there's really not much else we can do. We can't really. I mean, we could explain to them the whole thing, but that would take a really long
I
time.
wouldn't.
And who knows if they would even understand? And that would just really fuck up morale. Our entire crew would leave. It's just not worth it. We're just gonna be like, oh, sad.
Cabin fever. Chalk it up to
And move
who the
on.
fuck wasn't there doing their job last night?
Why didn't the person on watch tell me that such and such was gone?
Yeah, let's turn this to their fault so that way it takes heat off us.
I had been concerned about him for several days. Why was I not informed that he was missing?
I'm literally the first mate. What the fuck?
Meanwhile, we're all just kind of like pulling out our collars, like, ugh.
Yeah, so you guys all you talk to the crew and nobody.
Everybody, you brave soldiers on crew will fucking join us.
So
Yeah.
you find out that he's been missing for a number of days. Nobody knew where he was. It was one of those things that hey, John's missing. Well, he was supposed to be on watch. Where's John? Well, nobody knows where John is. So they all look around and they're like, hey, nobody's seen him in a while. So they did their own little investigation. But by that time, you guys were off the ship. By the time they realized he was gone, things was in motion.
All right, so do we need to pep talk the crew?
No, actually, they're in good spirits.
They're getting paid well, so
Fuck John. We didn't like him anyway.
that's more. That's more money in my pocket.
So,
For a crew that stays docked more than we're selling.
once you guys start giving orders about which direction you're going, you do get some questions. Oh, we thought we were going back to Norwal.
Not quite yet. We got another job.
Okay.
I mean, pays us, we pay you.
We're adventurers. We do
Yeah.
the thing.
We adventure.
That's kind of in the name.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and stop. We'll pick it up next week, unless there are questions anybody has. Questions, comments, concerns.
Nah.
Particularly.
Okay.
At least not for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now you are in chapter 2 fully, the saga of the Undying.
Interesting.
Dun, dun, dun,
Totally,
dun,
completely
dun,
different than what I expected, and I appreciate that fact.
It's okay. We're fighting Legion. That's great.
Well,
Sort of. Sort of.
Except it's not as bad.
Yeah,
It's
I mean it's
starting.
not hordes of
Yeah.
people. It's maybe one at a time.
I'm trying to figure out interesting things to do. I know that sounds like
What?
a
The
total
Undying
thing.
isn't interesting enough? Fuck you, Wada.
No, the Undying's interesting, but I know we're hitting on a lot of core points to the story right now.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of deviation to it.
Well, and that's because every other week.
Yeah, I know.
You sound disappointed with that.
No, I enjoyed every week because we had more adventure.
I know. I'm sorry.
adventure.
I could always quit
Well, I
my
mean,
job.
no.
No.
That's oh god.
It's
Something
just
they call a personal
I'm
life.
trying to find things to do in our little sessions that we're having, because we're every 2 weeks to be
Right.
able to throw.
It's really hard when we're hyper focused on forwarding the story. It leaves out a lot of role playing and character building time.
Yeah.
Which
Right.
is a
So-
lot of what we spend our time doing in the
So
early days.
what I'm hearing is less laser focused towards the story and more ancillary stuff is necessary.
Well, I
That-
almost. No, sorry.
I'm not saying that. It's for one, I want to get my next level.
Yes.
So the laser focus, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. But I want to be able to story build inside that.
Right.
Yeah, so do the story thing, but also
I don't know. It's hard to
know.
explain.
Well,
This,
no,
this session, I feel like we just sat through a cutscene for the intro to the bad guy.
Right.
Yes.
yeah, kinda. but that's
It really is true. But I mean, this guy had all of the information that you'd need, and he was
Right.
fully willing to give it up. So there was a lot of exposition tonight.
Yeah.
But the exposition is going to be gone now. I mean, I could have had you try to mystery hunt, but that would have been really, really hard to play to increment your knowledge of the Undying.
Right.
Right.
I
And
just
besides,
don't.
when we kind of had those before, there was some frustration there because couldn't,
Right,
figure it
because
out
what I
sometimes.
thought
It's
was
hard.
easy to figure out wasn't.
Right.
And the only reason that was is because I had intimate knowledge of what was going on.
Meta.
Meta. I had
I guess-
meta, you guys
Yeah.
didn't.
I just don't. This is just me being me. I don't think I could do this type of session every night.
Oh no. Yeah.
I
No, and it
agree.
won't
And I
be.
think this is the first time we've had this type of session.
Right. Well, this
Yeah.
is the first time that I've actually just sat here and I actually questioned it. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is the first time I sat through a session
Okay.
and I'm like, what are we doing?
Okay. Well, very
Getting
well noted.
information. That was it.
Next week, I already know what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen at the culmination of this, and this is leading to something.
That's I totally get all that, man.
Right.
It's just I
I
just-
will certainly change up the way I do next week from what I was planning on doing, and I will address your concerns, and I understand them 100%, and I agree with them 100%.
okay. I just don't want to sound too needy.
No,
Not to throw in a jerk of a wrinkle, I will not be here on the 17th.
No.
that's fine.
Well,
It's for a play. It's a play that I'm
I
directing.
know.
You jerk of a wrinkle.
Yeah. It's the choose your own adventure play, so
I know, and it's important, and it's gonna be cool.
okay.
It's gonna be
Tomorrow.
cool. What
So
nights
is
does it?
Buck
What nights does
just
it go?
locked up. So
What nights does it go?
It's that would be our opening night.
So 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th.
Yep.
Okay, so your next 2 weeks are going to be really compressed with rehearsals and trying to get everything set.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully by then I'm not as compressed, but like if you still need to holler at me or ask a question of me. Lord knows I can answer it.
No, we're totally fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I am going to stop the stream now.
Yeah, throw Bus in
Okay.
the cabin.
Throw Bus in the
Right.
cabin.
I think
Bus will be taking a really long
All right,
nap.
bye everybody. We're going to talk about you all behind your backs. Bye.